Hello Django developers. Today session we are going to cover the must know topic for interviews and real world Django project. What is the difference between decorators and middleware, and which one should I use for user role based permissions in Django? So first of all we are going to understand what is decorator. Decorator is nothing but a simple function in Django that modifies another function. A decorator in Django is a function that modifies another function, and it is mostly used to restrict access to certain views. Only admin can access this view, only user can access this view, or only logged in user can access this view. So decorator is a Django in Django is a function that modifies another function, and we can use it most of the time to restrict access for certain views in our Django app, like for the view which can only access the admin, or only accessed by the user, or only accessed by the logged in user. And when to use decorator: when restricting specific view, when access depends on user roles like vendor, customer, or admin, and easy to reuse across multiple views. You want to use decorator which can uh, when someone login user can access the view multiple views, so you need just one decorator to define it for the logged in user. That time on each view you want to access only the logged in user, you can define this decorator at the top of your function with the help of the decorator at the rate and your name of decorator. And now what is middleware in Django? Middleware is a layer that processes requests and responses globally before views are even called. Middleware is basically a layer when some request comes to Django project, that time before reaching to view, they pass through middleware. So middleware is a layer that processes requests and responses globally before views are even called. When request comes, the layer is process this request. Middleware is a layer that process request, and when response to the client for the request, that time also process the response. So when to use middleware: to block or allow access for some users, modify requests and responses, log activity, enforce global rules like banned users. So when to use middleware: when you want to protect a whole set of routes like the admin at the rate, like in Django example, we have a IP address, then 8000 port, then we forward slash admin, and then forward slash. So if you have the whole set of routes like which start for admin, that time you want to protect all these. So this is done with the help of middleware. All the routes which starts for admin, like admin user role, admin something, admin. So that time you will use admin. For global logic not tied to a single view, this will use middleware for global logic not for a single view. Good for edit logging, request and response manipulation. And if we see decorator versus middleware, when to use what. The scope of decorator is for preview and middleware global across the app. We can use middleware across our app. And decorator add to view function, we can use decorator on view function. And the middleware add to middleware in settings run by. When we set up the decorator, that time we add to the view function, and when we create a new middleware, that time we have to add in the middleware section, in the middleware list in settings.py, our new custom middleware. And for role check, easy for view specific roles, and middleware great for path-wide enforcement. Let's see the so in real world scenarios, we have a project, and using this, the vendor add product only. The vendor can add product, and the dashboard can only access by the admin, not the users, and the customers orders only for customer. The customer can order it. So use decorator for the individual views, and use middleware if all vendors URL must be vendor only. So this is the example. You can use middleware if all /vendor /URL must be vendor only. All route which start for this, these are the vendor only, and use decorator for individual view, like the admin can access the dashboard view, or the customer can access the orders view. So I hope this will make sense for you. If any doubt till now, please comment it. I am here to clear your doubt. Let me show you the decorator example, how the decorator apply. The user profile view can only access by the login required. Means only logged in user see can use this user profile view, not all of this. If not the logged in user, then you cannot access this user profile. Let me run my Django project. By manage.py run server. See, our app is running on IP address, and our port is 8000. And when I click on this decorator, login required, function none, redirect field name. So in docstring decorator for view that checks that the user is logged in, redirecting to the login page if necessarily. So this decorator, this is the function, and this can modify the user profile. When someone access user profile route, that time a view, that time the login is required must. And the middleware looks like in Django is like this. These are the built-in user middleware in Django. Security for security middleware, session middleware, common middleware, CSRF view middleware, authentication middleware, message middleware, X-frame options middleware. So these are the built-in middleware in Django. Django provide this. We can also use custom middleware here, which we understand till now. So for today it is enough. If any doubt till now, please comment it. Thanks for watching.